Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on changing percentages to fractions. We saw in the previous video that a percentage represented a score out of 100. This means that we are able to change percentages to fractions. To change a percentage to a fraction, divide by 100 and simplify. Example 1. Given that 50% of the above circle is shaded, what fraction of the circle is shaded? Solution. If 50% means 50 out of 100, the fraction must be 50 over 100. We saw in previous videos how to write a fraction in simplest form. So if we have 50 over 100, and there it is there, if we divide top and bottom by 50, 50 divided by 50 gives you 1. 100 divided by 50 gives you 2. So the answer is a half. So 50%, which is 50 over 100, is a half. So half of the circle is shaded. Example 2, change 40% into a fraction. So 40% means 40 over 100. We divide top and bottom by 20. 20 into 40 goes twice. 20 into 100 goes 5 times, so the answer is 2 over 5. Example 3. If 75% of the above circle is shaded, what fraction is shaded? 75% equals 75 over 100. If we divide top and bottom by 25, 75 divided by 25 gives us 3. 100 divided by 25 gives us 4. So the answer is 3/4. So 3/4 of the circle is shaded. Change 80% into a fraction. 80% equals 80 over 100. You divide top and bottom by 20. 80 divided by 20 gives you 4. 100 divided by 20 gives you 5. So the answer is 4 over 5. Write true or false. 20% equals 1 over 5. Let's check. 20% equals 20 over 100. We divide top and bottom by 20. 20 divided by 20 gives you 1. 100 divided by 20 gives you 5. So the answer is 1 over 5, and that's true. Of course, there it is there. Example 6, 50% of 8. We saw in an earlier video that the word of means multiplication. So the first thing we do is we have to change 50% to a fraction. So 50% is 50 over 100, which is a half. So you divide top and bottom by 50. 50 divided by 50 is 1. 100 divided by 50 is 2. So 50% is a half. So 50% of 8 is a half of 8, which is a half times 8 over 1, because of means multiplication. Multiply the numerators together. 1 times 8 gives you 8. Multiply the denominators together. 2 times 1 gives you 2. 8 over 2 is 4. So 50% of 8 is 4. Find 35% of 140. 35% equals 35 over 100, which is 7 over 20. And all we do, we divide top and bottom by 5. So 35% of 140 is 7 over 20 of 140, which is 7 over 20 times 140 over 1. 7 times 140 is 980. 20 times 1 is 20. So it's 980 over 20. Divide top and bottom by 10, which gives you 98 over 2. Divide top and bottom by 2, which gives you 49. So 35% of 140 is 49.